Sometimes you need a hero to save you when you've done wrong and you don't know what to do. Sometimes that hero is an attorney. His name is Max McMann, and he's the one with a plan. Money, fashion, success, and fame. That's the name, yeah, the name of his game. He's gotta win and reach the top. Until he's there, you know he won't stop. 'Cause he's the devil's attorney, helping you and me. 'Cause he's the devil's attorney, setting all his clients free. So how do you plead? Not guilty. How do you plead? Not guilty. So how do you plead? Not guilty. Max McMann.
So your client has been selling illegal copies of VHS tapes?
You mean allegedly selling?
Well, as you'll soon realize, allegedly won't get you very far. But since you're new, I think this could be a good lesson in morality for you.
Morality? Huh. Morality is like a cheap perfume, but I already have a perfume and it's called Success. In fact, I'm wearing it right now.
I never win.
You amuse me. Who's the best? I'm the best. High five to self. Very good choice, I'd say. Look at that.
I've dealt with many young rookies like you in my day, and it always ends the same way.
Does it end with a young rookie winning the case?
Ha! What I meant was, I hope you don't mind being crushed.
Ooh, well, just as long as it's not under those cheap boots.
What? These boots are made from the finest Texan leather.
Interesting. I didn't know they had hyenas in Texas.
I almost had you.
Bye-bye, evidence.
So, we have a new face in court today. Max McMann, is it? I see your stripper client is charged with impersonating a police officer. How quaint.
Hey, give the man a break. The uniform is just part of a fantasy. Come on, don't you ever fantasize?
What?
So you do fantasize. Oh, is it juicy?
Hey, I'm not the one on trial here.
No, I believe the dirty pervert's trial is down the hall.
Oh, give me a break.
Is that all you got? Excellent. And let that be a lesson to you. Sometimes my sense of style amazes me.
There's some pretty solid evidence against your little entrepreneur, so I'm afraid you're in for a pretty short trial, kid.
Actually, short trials are my favorite. I usually aim to win one before lunch.
Oh, the youth. Always so cocky and full of themselves.
Well, I'll take young and handsome over old and bitter any day.
I never said handsome.
You never said what?
Handsome.
Well, you said it now.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It'll take a lot more than that, you know. And there's more where that came from.
Hey now.
Well, if it isn't Max McMann, the world's most charming attorney. Protecting drunken naked guys today, are we? Well, you got lucky last time, Max. Today, you're going down.
Really? You're quite stubborn, aren't you? I think we both know that the only thing going down is your career.
Oh, my career's just fine, thank you.
Really? If your career was a boat, it would be the Titanic. And if I was an iceberg, you would be capsized.
Just you wait, Max.
Okay, that's far enough. Bye-bye now. Yep, I'm amazing.
Didn't your mother ever tell you that you can't have cougars as pets? Cougars belong in the wild, not in your hippie client's apartment.
My mother told me many things. For example, that I shouldn't ever talk to strange old ladies. Besides, what do you have against hippies anyway?
I've got nothing against hippies. I used to be somewhat of a hippie myself, you know?
No way. Is that why your pupils look so funny? Or is that just your cataract?
No, that's the look I get when I'm wishing hurtful things upon someone.
Oh. Now we're talking. Take that, evidence. Well, at least you tried.
What do you think you're doing?
It's a cell phone, but it's also a work of art.
Mr. McMann, no one's buying your act. You can try to charm your way through life, but it won't work in this courtroom. Isn't it obvious that people just see you as a clown?
Ouch! You know, if I really wanted to look like a clown, I guess all I'd have to do is borrow your makeup.
My makeup would be a waste on your pasty face.
Well, taking a look at your face, there's probably none left anyway. For being evidence, you're not so tough. Better luck next time.
Not very nice, Max.
Mr. McMahon, I think the best chance you have today is to ask your client to use his magic to make the whole case disappear.
I think I'd rather have him make you disappear.
Oh, I'm not going anywhere.
Oh, just like your career then.
Was that a drum roll?
Yes. Yes, it was.
Max!
Oh, ho, ho. So sad to see you go already. Have a nice day. Oh, I'll get you for that. I got the skills to pay the bills. Almost too easy. Very nice.
For your information, I'm also wearing the Success perfume today.
Really? Smells more like failure.
Okay, then perhaps I'm wearing another perfume, and this other perfume is called Kicking Your Behind. How do you like that?
So you're saying your perfume is kicking your behind?
No.
Not again.
Oh, come on. Thanks for playing. I hardly deserve that. Wow, I'm just so good.
So, you've won a few cases. You've made a few headlines. But this time, mister, you've gone too far. Your client has been smuggling poor, innocent animals, in his trousers no less. And that's a serious offense by any standard.
The smuggling bit or the trouser bit?
Well, both. But mostly the smuggling bit.
If that's the case, what about the gopher you've been smuggling on your head all these years?
What? I don't wear a toupee.
Yeah, considering its size, I guess it would be more accurately labeled as a furry hat.
I almost had you.
Sometimes I surprise myself with my own talent. You amuse me. Is that the best you got? Take care now. Not very impressive. Yes, it is good to be me. So distinguished.
Since your client specializes in watches, he ought to know when his time is up.
Since you evidently specialize in losing cases, I don't think his time is up just yet.
Ah, touché.
Don't you mean toupee?
What? I said touché. It's French. It means it was a fine comeback.
Yeah, I know what it means. But you know, you probably shouldn't compliment me on my comebacks, right?
I suppose you're right. I find myself struggling a bit to get the hang of this.
Yeah, I say you're not quite there yet. Perhaps a tutor. Now that's what skill looks like. I'm immune to that kind of damage.
I'll have my revenge!
So sorry about that, really. It'll take a lot more than that, you know. I'm relieving you of your duty.
The young and dashing Max McMann. We meet again.
Oh, I'm sorry. Have we met before?
Well, yes, we met in court the other day.
Well, I guess you didn't leave much of an impression.
Well, then perhaps beating you in court today will leave an impression.
I guess we'll never know. Oh, and when you say young and dashing, are you just being sarcastic or are you actually complimenting me?
Oh, I guess we'll never know.
Okay. I've taken down evidence twice your size. Was that it? It just never grows old.
Ah, Max. It's all right if I call you Max, right?
Well, I guess so.
Well, Max, I just won't stand for this, not for 1 second. We can't just have loose women like Debbie assaulting our fine sailors in bars.
What? Are you kidding me? Debbie is a delicate flower. I mean, look at her. She would never hurt anyone.
Debbie is as guilty as she is unattractive.
Oh, you want me to tell her that you said that?
I don't see why that's necessary.
Good choice.
This is unacceptable, Max.
That's just embarrassing. I can do this all day, you know. High five to self. You think that's funny? Excellent. Beautiful. Just beautiful.
Is there any way to get rid of you? Seriously.
Come on, if I went away, who would be there to protect the innocent?
But Max, your clients are about as innocent as you are humble.
I've been called many things, but never humble. Thank you, Margaret.
What?
Come on, that was just luck. I eat evidence like you for breakfast. Yeah, it stings, doesn't it? Okay, that's far enough. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Mr. McMann, I've heard of you. You've done well, but I'm afraid this is as far as you go. The great Sun Tzu once said, "If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the results of 100 battles."
Well, as the great Christopher Lambert in Highlander once said, there can be only one. And that's way cooler.
Well, let's see if you can keep your cool in court today.
I hope so, because Alberto said that if we win, he'd buy me a new apartment. Oh, and a new office, too. Sometimes I surprise myself with my own talent. Thank you. That'll be all. You amuse me. Is that the best you got? Yes, it is good to be me. Look at that.
So, your client has not only hacked into the Department of Defense, he's also stolen secret information.
Oh, I believe it's you who's stolen something.
Excuse me?
I believe you've stolen a piece of my heart.
Oh, really? That's very original.
Yeah, well, perhaps we can grab some lunch after the trial is over.
Perhaps not.
Perhaps you'll think about it.
Perhaps I think you're a moron.
Perhaps you'll think differently after seeing my courtroom skills.
If your skills are anything like your charm, perhaps I won't be very impressed.
Perhaps you will, but you just don't know it yet.
Perhaps we should just stop talking and get on with this.
I understand you're eager to see my skills.
Yeah, that must be it.
I thought so. See, you're not so tough. Is that all you got? Just never grows old. I'm immune to that kind of damage. Another one bites the dust. Who's the best? I'm the best. Even though you're just furniture, you complete me.
Using dynamite to catch shrimp.
Hey, my client only used the dynamite for self-defense purposes.
There's no such thing as using dynamite in self-defense.
Sure there is. You wouldn't mess with a guy holding a stick of dynamite, would you?
What? Who would even want to mess with a shrimp fisherman in the first place?
Pirates?
Shrimp pirates?
That's right.
How come I've never heard of this?
Because no one has ever lived to tell the tale.
So how come you know about it then?
Dynamite, that's why.
Oh.
I can do this all day, you know. Oh, you think that's cute? High five to self. And let that be a lesson to you. Impeccable.
I can certainly respect a daredevil fighter pilot, but not as much as I respect the law. You can tell your client that for this case, I got my missiles locked on target.
Oh, you do? Well, you should know that I have plenty of decoy flares on the ready.
Then I'll just switch to guns.
Well, with my afterburners, you won't even be close.
But I'll still have you on my radar.
Oh, but I'm flying under radar.
Okay? Then why can I still see you?
Because you're not a fighter pilot and we're just pretending.
Oh. Okay.
And there's more where that came from. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Was that it? Yep, I'm amazing. Bye-bye now. It's a cell phone, but it's also a work of art.
A pool hustler? You certainly represent the very finest, Max.
I believe there's innocence everywhere, even in pool halls.
Somehow I doubt that.
By the way, about that lunch.
The answer is still no.
But you've seen my courtroom skills now. Doesn't that count for something?
I've seen what you do, but I wouldn't go so far as to call it skills.
Why do women always need to be so complicated?
You're funny, Max. In an unintentional sort of way. Maybe I'll take you up on that lunch offer after all.
Really?
No, not in a million years.
Oh, you're so mean.
I know, I just couldn't help myself. You should have seen your face.
Well, enjoy watching your face when you lose this case.
Yeah, give me your worst.
Better luck next time. That's just embarrassing. Oh, yes. Almost too easy. Better luck next time. Now we're talking.
I don't know much about horses, but I do know that they don't belong on freeways.
Hey, horses have been around a lot longer than cars. And who's to decide what belongs where anyway?
Well, there is a little something that I like to call the law.
You make it sound so definitive. I think the law is actually more of a guideline than a rulebook.
The law is the law, not a guideline.
I'm just saying that this law thing is perhaps not for everyone, that's all.
But it is. That's the whole point.
Agree to disagree?
No.
You're being very stubborn.
No, I'm not.
Are you holding your breath?
Nope.
Let's just begin before you pass out, okay?
Okay.
I got the skills to pay the bills. Oh, very intimidating. Oh, leaving so soon? Excellent choice.
I've never understood hippies. Why can't they just pay their taxes like everyone else? If it was up to me, I'd put them all in jail.
Well, in a way, hippies are already in the jail society has created for them.
Yeah, that makes no sense at all.
Well, it's a metaphor.
A what?
For example, if I would say that your brain is like a walnut, the walnut would be a metaphor.
Is that right? So why does the label on the bag say walnuts and not metaphors then?
I'm pretty sure the label says prosecutor, but you're right, they should have changed it.
What?
Never mind. That's right, back to the evidence locker. Yes, it is good to be me. You amuse me. Wow, I'm just so good.
You're terrible, Max. I find the acts of your client to be exuberantly pedantic.
Is it just me, or are you using bigger words today than usual?
Oh, I find that statement to be quite rebarbative.
Is that a thesaurus in your hand?
No. Maybe.
You really think that will help you win the case?
Oh, I certainly will win the case, but with this thesaurus, it will be more castigating.
Oh, really? But what if I win then?
But you won't.
Oh, I think I will. And I think you'll find it even more rebarbative than usual. Yes, I'm quite done with that evidence. Sometimes I surprise myself with my own talent. Come on, that was just luck.
Oh, that makes me mad.
Not very impressive. Now that's what skill looks like. That's a bit harsh. Thanks for playing. Now, that's what I call a bet.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You really expect me to believe that this guy just won a marathon without cheating?
Oh, it's you again, the treacherous snake woman.
Are you still upset about that lunch thing?
Well, it was very unthoughtful of you.
Did I hurt your feelings?
Actually, I did feel a lot better after humiliating you completely in the courtroom.
Well, I wouldn't call it humiliation, really.
How about utterly and soundly defeated?
Oh, you're a big boy, aren't you? A big boy that needs to win all the big cases?
Yes, as a matter of fact, it does feel good to win cases. Perhaps you should try it sometime.
Ooh, a bit cocky, are we?
Oh, what are you going to do? Not go out with me again?
Hey, I said not in a million years. But I didn't say never.
Well, I'm just thinking you may not be all that hot after a million years.
We'll see. Perhaps I'll cut a few years off for good behavior.
I guess we'll see, but until then, I think you better get used to humiliation.
Oh, you wish.
Who's the best? I'm the best. It just never grows old.
Hosting a rock concert without a license. If you ask me, there shouldn't even be a license to play such dreadful music.
So, what do you listen to?
Well, if you have to know, I listen to reggae.
No, you don't.
What? Why can't I listen to reggae?
Because it's not you. Your lot in life is to listen to the other music, like Sting.
But I don't like Sting.
Your lot in life is Sting, so get used to it.
So what's your lot in life then?
My lot in life is to win cases and buy fancy furniture.
So why can't that be my lot instead?
Because in order for me to win, you need to lose. And in order for Sting to win, you need to buy his music.
Well, I don't like Sting.
You don't have to like him. You just need to accept him. And then buy his music and listen to it. I'm relieving you of your duty. So sorry about that, really. It'll take a lot more than that, you know. So much evidence, so little time. You can discard that evidence, thank you. Beautiful, just beautiful.
So you're representing loan sharks now. Why am I not surprised?
He's not a loan shark. He's more of a moneylender with shark-like tactics. There's a difference, you know.
Like the difference between an attorney and a clown?
Margaret, are you insinuating something?
I'm just saying that sometimes the difference is so slight, you can't even see it.
Well, since Justice is blind, it really doesn't matter what you see. You know, Lady Justice is guided by scent alone, and with me, she can smell success.
Oh, you certainly smell of something.
Yeah, that's right. Success.
No, really, what
Success.
I mean... Oh.
Bye-bye, evidence. I can do this all day, you know. Was that it?
Max! Don't you think it's time that copyright infringement is recognized as a real crime?
Not really, no.
But what about the software developers? If no one pays for their products, how will they support their families?
That's just ridiculous. Software developers don't have families.
Sure they do.
No, they don't, which essentially makes them a dying breed, like panda bears. And what's the point of supporting that?
So they should work for free then.
I wouldn't say they're working for free. It's more of a pro bono thing.
Pro bono?
Yes.
Ugh.
Almost too easy. I hardly deserve that.
Hey!
Wow, I'm just so good. Oh, that's very impressive. I got the skills to pay the bill. It's beautiful.
Eating birds on stage? Is that what they call entertainment these days?
Actually, the bird flew into my client's mouth by accident.
Don't you think it's strange that this is the third time such an accident has happened to your client?
It may sound strange, but I believe that there's a scientific explanation for everything.
Like what?
Well, he does have a rather large mouth.
And that would attract birds.
It's like with me. I have a rather large ego, which attracts women.
Oh, like Susan Maple?
What? She told you about that?
She told everyone about that.
Oh, did she? Did she also mention that she's Canadian?
No.
The other day, I even heard her talking about free health care.
That's terrible.
I know. Just promise not to tell anyone, okay? Especially not the other prosecutors.
Sure, Max. Sure.
Excellent. Yes, it is good to be me. Oh, leaving so soon? Is that the best you got?
There's no justice.
Look at that.
So it seems like Debbie, your delicate flower, has once again ended up on the wrong side of the law.
And once again, you can see the innocence in her eyes.
That's funny, because all I see is a diabolic red glow.
Why can't you see the Debbie I see? The one who feeds the homeless and helps old ladies cross the street?
She doesn't do those things.
Well, maybe not, but she does have a good heart.
Says who?
Her doctor?
Well, perhaps she should work as an organ donor then.
Now that's a job she could put her heart into.
What? Oh.
Now that's what skill looks like. High five to self. Come on, that was just luck. Is that all you got? It just never grows old. Who's the best? I'm the best.
Let me get this straight. Your client set fire to a library when he was trying to catch a ghost.
Actually, it was the ghost that started the fire.
Oh, so perhaps we should have arrested the ghost then.
That was what my client was trying to do before you arrested him.
Don't you think you're pushing it a bit far with this one? Just a little.
Well, if you're going to have me wait 1,000,000 years for a date, I thought it might make it as entertaining as possible.
So this is all just good entertainment for you.
Actually, it's great entertainment.
Speaking of entertainment, there's a cute little rumor floating around that I'm Canadian. You wouldn't have anything to do with that, would you?
Yeah, I heard that terrible rumor. But no, I wouldn't know where they got that from.
Right, I thought so.
I can do this all day, you know. It'll take a lot more than that, you know. Thanks for playing. Ouch! Excellent. that was. Have a nice day.
I've been thinking, Max, and I think I've figured out your secret.
That I'm a born winner.
Not really. All I can say is that perhaps your winning days will soon be over.
Oh, really?
The next time you see me, I think you'll notice something different.
Okay.
So, should we get started with the case?
Sure. I'm relieving you of your duty. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Take care now. Well, at least you tried. So sorry about that, really. Impeccable.
Hello, Max.
What is that on your head?
Oh, this? Well, it's my new winning haircut.
No, that's my winning haircut.
Well, I guess now we both have winning haircuts.
No, I have a winning haircut, and you have a wig that wishes it was a winning haircut.
I disagree.
You really think I win just because of my hair?
Well, it worked for Samson in the Bible, didn't it?
Yes, and then someone poked his eyes out and a temple collapsed over him.
Well, I'll just focus on the winning part, if you don't mind.
I hope you realize that the only difference now is that you'll look even more ridiculous when you lose.
We'll see, Max. We'll see.
Yeah, it stings, doesn't it? You'll pay for that, you know. Oh, you don't like that? Well, too bad. Better luck next time. And there's more where that came from.
So if your client is really a superhero, why doesn't he just break through the wall and free himself?
He's not the Incredible Hulk, Margaret. His powers are more subtle than that.
What makes you think he has any powers at all?
He's a superhero. Of course he has power.
Like what?
Well, for example, he can read minds.
Really? So what am I thinking now?
You're thinking, oh, Max is such a fantastic, brilliant, and handsome attorney.
No, I believe those are your thoughts, Max.
What? Those could be anyone's thoughts.
Oh.
Thank you. That'll be all. what do you think you're doing?
Hey now!
Oh, very intimidating. Now we're talking. Yep, I'm amazing. Okay, that's enough of that. Not so tough now, Mr. Evidence.
Your client has stolen a fighter jet to attack a foreign nation. I hope he's ready to do some serious time.
You mean that you hope he's ready to have a fair trial, right?
It's never a fair trial when you're involved, Max.
Well, at least it's an entertaining trial.
You know, Max, if you keep this up, I think you'll be defending yourself in court pretty soon.
Don't be so dramatic. Who would want to see me in jail?
Who wouldn't want to see you in jail?
I think you're forgetting that I'm the protagonist here, the hero character. I mean, really, just look at my jawline. Now that's a hero's jawline.
Yes, and I'm sure the other inmates will love you for it.
Whoa, hey now.
Just think of it as some friendly advice, that's all.
Well, the next time I want your friendly advice, I'll let you know.
Fine.
Fine. That's right, back to the evidence locker. Oh, yes. You amuse me.
What do you think you're doing?
Excellent choice.
It seems like your client's schemes just get more and more elaborate each time.
If by schemes you mean legitimate yet lucrative business models, then yes, he is a very ambitious entrepreneur.
Oh, yeah. He's so ambitious that he's here practically every other week.
Well, some people need to prove their innocence more often than others, I guess.
And some people need to be taught a lesson.
And other people would like to know who thinks they can teach some people a lesson.
Well, perhaps you can tell the other people that a certain someone feels that he's up for the job.
Oh, really? Well, you can tell that certain someone that if he thinks that he can teach some people a lesson, then he's underestimating the other people.
Well, if a certain if the people, let's just get on with the case, okay?
Sounds good. Better luck next time. Bye-bye now.
I don't believe it.
Is that all you got? Sometimes I surprise myself with my own talent. was just luck. And let that be a lesson to you.
I understand you're good at what you do. I can't say I respect you, but I'm certainly not going to underestimate you.
Perhaps you'll just give up then.
No, on the contrary. I'm about to present you with your biggest challenge yet.
Is it to listen to quotes by Sun Tzu? Because I don't think I can take any more of that.
Show some respect. Sun Tzu was a great leader and a brilliant strategist.
Yeah, and he was also incredibly boring.
Sun Tzu changed the way we think about strategy and tactics forever, and that's a lot more than you'll ever amount to.
Yeah, I'd say I'm more about being charming, talented, and incredibly handsome. And so far, that's worked out incredibly well.
Well, I think you'll need a lot more than charm to win today. I've prepared for this case very carefully.
Okay, then I'll be sure to be very careful as I take it apart.
So, you really think you stand a chance?
Look, if I win, my client will give me a new apartment, a new office, and a brand new sports car. Let's just say that there's simply no way I'm gonna lose this one. I can do this all day, you know. Well, at least you tried. Excellent. So sad to see you go already. Oh, come on. High five to self.
How could this happen?
That's a nice TV. Oh, it's so modern.
Mr. McMann, I've been looking forward to meeting you, or rather beating you, to be honest.
Oh, I don't believe we've met. Mr. Douche, is it?
Hey, it's Douche. You think you're pretty smart, don't you? You think you got some skills. But you should know I got my own little bag of tricks.
Oh, like a douchebag then?
It's Douche. And you better remember that because that's the name that's going to be on your career's tombstone.
Oh, but if it's got your name on it, wouldn't that make it your career's tombstone?
Yeah, whatever, man. We'll see who has the last laugh.
I think this will be a lot more fun than I expected.
Oh, you don't know the meaning of fun. Maybe you do, but you don't. I bet you don't.
Okay.
That's That's not cool, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Hey! Have a nice day. Better luck next time. And there's more where that came from. Oh, I'll get you for that. Yes, I'm quite done with that evidence. Now, that's what I call style.
So, this client of yours has embedded secret messages into his songs that can be heard when playing the record backwards.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure Sting does that too.
Sting would never do that.
Whoa, okay. Hey, I'm getting the impression that Sting has grown on you quite a bit since the last time we talked.
Well, at first I was hesitant, but then I became curious. So I started listening to a few songs, and then suddenly I realized I was hooked.
Did it feel almost like the music was speaking directly to your subconscious mind?
Yes. Hey.
That's right.
You really think so?
Oh, I know so. In fact, he's been doing it for years.
So that's why I've been giving so much money to charity lately.
Oh, yeah, he'll get you all right. He'll get you good.
And that weird feeling that life would just be so much better without clothing.
No, that's just you being weird.
Oh.
Almost too easy. You amuse me. Take care now. What do you think you're doing? So sorry about that, really. You can discard that evidence, thank you.
So, the Department of Public Health wants to shut down your client's restaurant for repeated public health code violations.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
So what do you have to say about it?
Well, I think they're wrong. There's nothing wrong with the way my client runs his restaurant.
Well, if that's the case, I'll tell you what. I'll go on a date with you.
Really?
If you take me to your client's restaurant.
Okay.
And you have to order the seafood salad, and you have to eat it all.
Hey now.
Oh, is there something wrong with the seafood salad?
No, not at all. It's just that I'm not a big fan of seafood.
So, what if you could order anything from the menu just as long as you eat it? My treat.
Well, you know I'm usually not that hungry in the evening.
And this has nothing to do with the specific restaurant in question?
No, I promise.
Well, I don't believe you. So, no deal.
Come on, Susan.
No deal.
Oh. Thank you. That'll be all. That's all right. You're excused. Is that all you got? Yes, it is good to be me. I'm immune to that kind of damage. Yeah, it stings, doesn't it? Roger, nice to see your hair is back to normal again.
Yes, let's just say it was a bad idea and get on with the case.
Sure thing. So, my client won the championship with his state-of-the-art super kick, and now everyone's trying to disqualify him. Isn't the whole point of karate to kick each other?
Actually, it's pronounced karate, and there's a lot more to it than just kicking each other.
No, there isn't.
Karate is about fighting with honor, to subdue one's opponent with dexterity, strength, reflex, and persistence.
Actually, I'm pretty sure that's pro wrestling you're thinking about.
Pro wrestling has no honor. It's just a crude form of theater for the narrow-minded.
Actually, it's a pretty well-known fact that pro wrestling is a lot cooler than karate.
That's only a fool's opinion.
Well, at least in pro wrestling, you don't have people trying to disqualify the winner.
Well, maybe that's because the winner is already decided before the match.
What? Are you trying to say that pro wrestling matches are fixed?
Well, it's pretty obvious, isn't it?
Yeah, you're right. It's pretty obvious.
So, I guess karate is cooler after all.
No, not even close. Another one bites the dust. Laughable, that's what that was. So much evidence, so little time. And let that be a lesson to you. Was that it? Well, at least you tried. See, you're not so tough. It's a sofa, but it's also a work of art.
Your client stole the Mighty Burger's recipe for their super secret sauce.
Actually, he just borrowed it for a barbecue party. And to be honest, it's mostly mayonnaise anyway.
Hey now, there's a lot more to it than that.
Just never grows old. Oh, very intimidating. So sad to see you go already. Oh, leaving so soon? Ouch!
Oh, I almost had you.
Oh, that's very impressive. Bye-bye, evidence.
I guess your client meant well with his Adopt a Rainforest program, but if I donated money for a cause like that, I wouldn't expect them to actually uproot an entire acre of forest and ship it to me with wildlife and everything.
Well, I think it's a splendid idea. One guy was lucky enough to get a forest with a whole monkey family in it. Another guy got a giant bat. I mean, how cool is that?
Yes, and an elderly woman got a 10-foot anaconda.
Yeah, well, we all can't be winners, can we?
Well, your client seems to have made quite a decent profit.
I really don't see why people are so upset. If they adopt a baby, they want the baby. If they adopt a forest, they don't want the forest.
Are you adopted by any chance?
No, why?
It's just that you don't have anything in common with your father.
You know my father?
I think everyone in my profession knows your father. He's probably the best prosecutor in town.
Yeah, but that doesn't take a whole lot, though.
So you think you can beat him?
What? Of course I could beat him, but why would I?
Interesting.
What do you mean?
Nothing, Max.
Okay. Have a nice day. Who's the best? I'm the best. Is that the best you got?
Not very nice, Max.
Take that, evidence. Not very impressive. High five to self.
Hey, McMahon, you remember how I said we'll see who has the last laugh?
Yeah, sure.
So I heard you're into Susan Maple. Am I right?
Yeah, she's fine, I guess.
Well, I took her out on a date. Nice restaurant, you know?
Really, I find that very hard to believe.
Well, believe this. We just started making out before the food even arrived.
What?
And then I had her pay for the dinner and said she had to take a cab home.
Oh, what?
So how do you feel about that?
Oh, I think you're about to find out.
Oh, yeah? Bring it on, McMahon.
I've taken down evidence twice your size. What do you think you're doing?
You'll so pay for that.
Oh, come on. It'll take a lot more than that, you know. I can do this all day, you know. Laughable, that's what that was. Excellent. It's like a work of art.
Let me get this right. Your client actually claims he's from the future, and he's here to find someone named Sarah?
Well, he's not actually saying he's from the future. I mean, that would just be crazy, right?
No, I believe his exact words were, "I'm from the future."
Maybe he just flew in from another time zone. I mean, technically, that is the future.
Wouldn't he just say, "I'm from another time zone," then?
Yeah, but that's hardly as dramatic.
Okay, so why was he naked? And why is he still naked?
Hey, you told us that he
I did no such thing.
Okay, then perhaps we should have him put some clothes on.
Well, it's too late for that now. I mean, we don't have all day.
Okay.
Is it just me, or does he have some kind of strange red glow in his eyes?
No, it's probably just the light.
It's very strange, though. It's as if they're glowing.
Yeah, I know. I just try not to look at them. Freaks me out.
Yeah, freaks me out, too.
Let's just not look at them, okay? I think he's self-aware enough as it is.
I think you're right.
And there's more where that came from.
Is that even allowed?
Hey, stop that. that's funny? I eat evidence like you for breakfast. Well, at least you try. Oh, you don't like that? Well, too bad. That's just embarrassing. I'm relieving you of your duty. That's what I call a bed.
Hey, Max, how's it going?
Hey, Susan. I have a question for you. Did you go out with David Duche?
What, the new obnoxious guy?
Yeah.
Oh, no, he creeps me out completely.
Well, he said you guys went out.
Well, then he's lying.
Okay, so why should I trust you?
Because hopefully you think better of me than that.
You're right. I think I need to have myself a talk with Mr. Douche.
You mean Duche, right?
No.
Well, you boys have fun.
Yeah, it stings, doesn't it? That's all right. You're excused. You're not very good at this, right? Another one bites the dust. Oh, very intimidating. Thank you. That'll be all.
So your client has been selling a dog whistle that cannot actually be heard by dogs.
Yeah, people don't seem to understand that it's a whistle for dogs, not a whistle to call on dogs.
For dogs? Why on earth would a dog need a whistle?
To call on other animals. I mean, right now, a dog will just bark at other animals and scare them away.
Well, that's just ridiculous. How is a dog supposed to use a whistle?
You know, dogs are very clever animals. They'll figure it out.
Dogs are not clever animals.
Sure they are. Haven't you seen the Benji movies? He even solves a kidnapping case.
Yes, but they're fictional movies.
No, I'm pretty sure they're not.
You really think a dog can solve a kidnapping case?
Well, yes. Like I said, they're clever animals.
Well, in that case, why not make cars for dogs as well?
That's a terrible idea. Dogs can't drive cars. Everyone knows that.
Oh. Best of three? No?
You amuse me. Not so tough now, Mr. Evidence. That's a bit harsh. Yep, I'm amazing. And let that be a lesson to you.
It's been 3 days, and I still can't get the taste of putrid fish out of my mouth. 3 days, Max.
Well, at least now you know that fermented fish wasn't the secret ingredient. I mean, at least it narrows it down, right?
You're a terrible person, Max.
Okay, I'll give you a clue. The last ingredient can be found on a bush.
Is it a squirrel?
What? No, it's red and small.
A ladybug?
No, it's an ingredient. It's known for its hot, spicy flavor.
A burrito?
No, it's a spice. A hot spice. It starts out green, then it turns red.
A traffic light?
Ah, what? Fine, I'm just going to tell you. It's a red chili pepper.
Is it cilantro?
No, it's red chili pepper.
Oh, so it's not cilantro then?
No, I just told you it's red chili pepper.
I knew it.
Yeah, of course you did.
What was it again?
Ugh. Wow, I'm just so good. Oh, yes. Is that all you got? I got the skills to pay the bills.
Max!
I'm immune to that kind of damage. Almost too easy. Classy. Very classy.
So your client is a clown that does children's parties?
Yes, that is correct.
So at what point did he feel that it was a good idea to involve 3 gallons of fake blood in his act?
Well, my client's act teaches children about important things. In this case, the cycle of life.
But in this case, it wasn't so much a cycle as an abrupt ending of life.
Yeah, well, I think it's great if children can be prepared for that.
But don't you think there's a better way to do that than scare them senseless?
Well, my parents used to do it all the time, and look how well I turned out.
Oh, that explains a lot, actually.
Yep, I believe that's the recipe for success.
You're not thinking of having children, are you?
Why?
Oh, no reason.
Okay. nice day. Well, at least you tried. Thanks for playing. That's just embarrassing. I can do this all day, you know. High five to self. So I spoke with Susan the other day.
Oh, yeah, was she still upset about the date?
Actually, she says she's never been on a date with you.
Oh, really? So why do I still have a reservation slip with her name on it?
Are we talking about the same Susan Maple?
Yeah, sure, Susan Maple, the stenographer.
The stenographer?
Yeah.
She's like 70 years old.
Yeah, I know, I was surprised you're into that sort of thing.
Well, my Susan Maple is a prosecutor, and she's certainly not 70 years old.
Wait, what?
So you mean that you made out with the stenographer out of spite?
Okay, I'm feeling a little bit sick here. Oh, God.
Well, I feel terrific.
You'll regret that.
Oh, come on. Take care now. Excellent. You're not very good at this, right? You can discard that evidence, thank you.
Your client has caused quite a stir by claiming he's selling the best antiques in the world.
But it's true.
But you can't really say that one antique is better than another.
Sure you can. Most antiques are very fragile and in poor condition, but my client's antiques are guaranteed to be much higher quality.
How can they be guaranteed to be of higher quality?
Because he makes them himself, of course.
He makes them himself? But then they're not even antiques, they're just replicas.
If it looks like an antique, smells like an antique, and even costs like one, I'd say they're antiques.
But it's not a matter of opinion, it's a matter of whether or not they're really antiques.
Well, that's your opinion.
No, that's everyone's opinion.
It's certainly not my opinion.
But they're still not antiques.
Okay, fine.
Fine.
But they're still the best. Another one bites the dust.
I'm very disappointed.
excuse me. Is that the best you got? That's all right. You're excused. Not very impressive. Thank you. That'll be all. And there's more where that came from.
So, how was your talk with Mr. Duche?
Very good. It turns out the old stenographer's name is Susan Maple, too.
Actually,
What?
well, her name is Martha Goldman, but I told her to introduce herself as Susan Maple just to see what would happen.
That is the most absolutely brilliant thing I've ever heard.
Thanks. I didn't think you'd take it that far, though.
You know, it's too bad we always have to meet like this. As opposing sides, I mean.
Well, maybe I'll have a think about meeting in another venue soon.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't mean my old client's restaurant this time, right?
No, I'm thinking somewhere fancier, where we don't have to get food poisoning.
Sounds good. And let that be a lesson to you. I'm immune to that kind of damage. See, you're not so tough. Now we're talking. It'll take a lot more than that, you know. Laughable, that's what that was. Yep, I'm amazing. Look at those sweet, sweet deals.
So your client sells a stain remover, correct?
Yes, it's quite effective.
So I noticed that if I peel away the label on the tube, there's another label behind it.
Okay.
And that label says peppermint toothpaste. How do you explain that?
Well, my client told me he had some problems in the manufacturing phase with the labeling machine.
And you expect me to believe that?
I mean, you could always try to use it as toothpaste, but it's pretty toxic stuff.
Toxic?
Yeah, it's a stain remover. Who knows what it'll do to you?
But it smelled just like toothpaste.
You used it as a toothpaste, didn't you?
No. Well, I was out of toothpaste, okay?
So you figure that you might as well use a stain remover?
I thought it was toothpaste!
Well, I'd say you're lucky to be alive, mister.
Are you sure it wasn't really toothpaste? I mean, it tasted exactly like toothpaste.
Would I lie about something like that?
Well...
That's right, I wouldn't. By the way, your teeth look great.
Oh, thank you.
Wow, I'm just so good. That's just embarrassing. Better luck next time. Sometimes I surprise myself with my own talent. Better luck next time. You're not very good at this, right?
Not again.
Oh, very intimidating. Oh, that's very impressive. Yes, it is good to be me.
You know, you shouldn't have crossed me, Max.
Well, technically, I think you crossed yourself.
No, you crossed me. And you know what happens to people who cross me?
Do they feel a sense of accomplishment?
No, they don't.
So why do I feel so good then?
I don't know. Maybe you don't know any better. Maybe you're stupid.
Well, at least I know better than to make out with an old lady.
As far as I'm concerned, that never happened.
But if it never happened, why are you so upset?
I'm not upset. You're the one who's upset.
So, let me get this straight. You want to get back at me for not making you upset about something that never happened?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, well, I'm glad we have that all sorted out.
Yeah, me too, okay?
Okay, then. That's all right. You're excused. Laughable. That's what that was. For being evidence, you're not so tough.
This doesn't prove anything.
Don't you think it's a bit misleading for your client to sell rubber dinghies calling them speedboats?
Well, they're incredibly fast.
Yeah, The police report says that your client tried to escape in one of his boats and that they had to call in the Coast Guard just to catch him. Which brings me to my next question. Why was he running from the police in the first place?
My client is a bit paranoid, and, he thought he was being chased by communists.
Communists? Do they usually wear police uniform?
Well, if they're double agents.
And why would he be chased by communist double agents?
Maybe he knew too much.
Well, does he?
Does he what?
Know too much.
About what?
I don't know.
So why do you ask?
What?
You seem to ask a lot of questions. Are you a double agent?
No.
So what's with the Russian accent then?
I don't have a Russian accent.
Well, that's very convenient, don't you think?
Well,
you know what? I'm gonna keep a close eye on you.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, are you messing with me?
Yes, I am.
I thought so.
No, I'm pretty sure you didn't.
Oh, that makes me mad.
Wow, I'm just so good. Better luck next time. You're not very good at this, right? Yes, it is good to be me. See, you're not so tough. Oh, very intimidating. Another one bites the dust.
So your client got a ticket for doing a burnout at a stoplight, and I take it you're here to fight that.
Yes, my client pleads temporary insanity.
What? That's completely ridiculous, even for you, Max.
Well, you'll see, Margaret. I'm here to prove how driving a car like my client's can actually cause insanity. I even brought a schematic of a brain.
A schematic of a brain? How is that supposed to help?
Well, I used a really talented artist to do it, and it looks extremely scientific. I also have a graph showing the insanity spreading from the car to the frontal lobe of the brain. It's kind of rough, but you'll get the idea.
But just because you have a schematic of a brain and a graph doesn't make it true.
So you're saying that you don't believe in science?
No, I never said that.
Haven't you ever heard the saying that science conquers all?
I believe it's love conquers all.
Perhaps it's the love of science conquers all.
No.
So you don't believe in love or science then?
Please, Max, just stop.
Okay, looks like science wins again.
Oh.
Now that's what skill looks like. You amuse me. That was just lucky. It just never grows old. Sometimes I surprise myself with my own talent. Is that the best you got? And let that be a lesson to you.
Oh, come on now.
It's beautiful.
So your client runs a matchmaking service where everyone ends up being matched with him.
Yeah, I guess he's just the perfect guy for everyone.
You don't think it's more likely that he's just taking advantage of his situation?
Look, sometimes a guy just wants to go on a date with someone special. Is that such a bad thing?
Are we talking about your client now or someone else, perhaps?
All I'm saying is that in some ways, I can relate to this guy. You can't wait forever for love, you know.
I tell you what, I've heard some things, some rumors, that there are influential people who want to end your career at any cost.
I'd like to see them try.
That's the thing, they will try. And I don't want to be dating someone who's in jail.
I'm not going to jail, Susan.
Okay, I'll say this then. If you're not in jail by the end of the month, I'd be happy to go on a date with you.
It's a deal.
Best of luck, Max.
Thank you, Susan. High five to self. Is that all you got? Bye-bye now. I'm immune to that kind of damage. I can do this all day, you know. It'll take a lot more than that, you know. Who's the best? I'm the best.
So, Wayne tells me you've been making fun of Sun Tzu.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. What's with you guys and Sun Tzu?
You see, being a successful prosecutor is not just about skill and knowledge. It's about being able to use powerful quotes. Over time, we've learned some very powerful quotes, but none of these can even compare to the power that's held in the quotes of Sun Tzu. And you could say that we belong to a group of very influential people that want to keep it that way.
Oh, like a secret cult? So I guess you guys don't like me making fun of him then.
If Sun Tzu quotes would ever lose their power, or God forbid even become cliché, there would be a great shift of power in the world.
Are we talking communism?
Perhaps. Perhaps even worse.
Feminism?
It may even come to that.
Okay. So, if I promise not to make fun of him, do you promise not to quote him when I'm around?
That's a very tall order, Mr. McMahon.
Do we have a deal or not?
Fine. We have a deal.
Okay. I've taken down evidence twice your size. Yep, I'm amazing. Well, at least you tried. That's just embarrassing. Better luck next time. There's more where that came from.
So, Richard told me about your Sun Tzu agreement. I'm glad we settled that.
Yeah, so am I.
You know, the last time we met, I underestimated you, Max.
Even though you explicitly said you wouldn't, I might add.
I think you should know that I never make the same mistake twice.
So how come the suit you're wearing today is just as tacky as the one you wore last time?
If you think I'm going to be drawn into some petty argument with you, Max, you're wrong.
Okay. So, what if I should mention Sun Tzu?
What about our agreement?
Our agreement was that I wouldn't make fun of him, but no one ever said anything about quoting him.
You wouldn't dare.
What can I say? All war is based on deception.
Hey, careful with that. That's a very powerful quote.
I know, and the best part is, you can't quote him yourself without breaking the rules.
That's not fair.
Well, as Sun Tzu put it, he who is prudent and lies in the wait for an enemy who is not will be victorious.
You're taking it too far. You don't realize what kind of power you're dealing with.
Yes, but he who knows when he can fight and when he cannot will be victorious.
Enough. There's no need for any further quoting. Let's just settle this in court.
Fine by me, Wayne. Fine by me. Thanks for playing. Have a nice day. Not very impressive. Is that all you got? I eat evidence like you for breakfast. Wow, I'm just so good. I'm immune to that kind of damage. It'll take a lot more than that, you know.
That's impossible.
Dad?
Max!
You're the prosecutor in this case?
Yes, I am, Max.
You want to put me in jail, but you're my dad.
Yeah, well, which reminds me, your mom sends her regards. She said if you don't end up in prison after all this, you're welcome over for dinner on Sunday.
What?
She's thinking roast beef. You like roast beef, don't you?
Yeah, Dad, but you want to put me in jail?
Oh, it's nothing personal, really. I just felt that it would be nice with a little challenge for once. You know, I find that most of my cases these days are just too easy to be interesting, really.
So you're saying that you're doing this because you're bored?
Look, son, there's a time in every man's life where they have to confront their father.
Yeah, but I'm not confronting you. You're confronting me.
I know how much you look up to me, but it's not healthy for you to live in my shadow all of your life.
I'm not living in your shadow, Dad. I don't know if you've noticed, but I have my own career, and it's going pretty good.
Yeah, about that. Your mom and I both feel that it would be a lot better if you would start thinking, about following in my footsteps instead.
So that one day I can also put my children in jail?
Are you upset? You know, I'm sensing a bit of hostility.
Upset? You're trying to put me in jail, and you're wondering if I'm upset.
But I told you it's nothing personal.
Well, I hope you don't feel it's personal when I make a complete fool out of you in court today.
Quite frankly, son, you don't have the skills to take me down.
Quite frankly, not only do I have the skills, I also have the determination. Because if I win, Dad, I get to go on a date with Susan Mabel.
Fine. But just remember, son, it's not about doing your best. It's about winning.
Yeah, I'll be sure to remind you of that after I win. Not so tough now, Mr. Evidence.
The old intimidate trick.
Was that it?
Nice one. How long do you think you'll last?
Well, at least you tried.
That's right. It wasn't so hard.
It's just embarrassing.
Okay.
Better luck next time.
Easy there, Max.
You're not very good at this, right?
Hey, my career is on the line here.
Oh, very intimidating.
You trying to prove something?
Oh, that's very impressive.
No!
You did it, Max. You really came through. So what are you going to do now?
Well, I think we both know what the next natural step is.
Yep.
Politics!
Oh, you'd make an excellent politician, Max.
And you'd make an excellent trophy wife, Susan.
Thank you. I can just drink cocktails all day and live my life through you.
Exactly.
But you know I'd cheat on you when you're off on your fundraisers, right?
I wouldn't have it any other way. I mean, I'd be working all the time, so we'd practically never see each other.
I'm glad you see it that way. Isn't it great when everything just works out?
Yeah, I have a really good feeling about this.
So do I, Max. So do I. You did it, Max. You really came through. So what are you going to do now?
Well, Susan, I think it's time for a change, actually.
What do you mean?
Well, I feel that I'm done with being an attorney.
Are you giving up your career?
Oh, I don't see it so much as giving up my career as starting a new one.
Okay, so what are you going to do instead?
Susan, I'm gonna become a pro wrestler.
A pro wrestler?
Yeah, it's what I've always wanted.
Okay, I understand. Do you think it will make you happy?
I know it will make me happy.
Then I think you should do it.
You're absolutely right, Susan. You know, I have a very good feeling about this.
So do I, Max. So do I. You did it, Max. You really came through. So what are you going to do now?
You know, Susan, when I first saw you, I knew right away. I knew that this was the beginning of the end.
The end of what?
The end of my career.
How's that?
Well, you're intelligent, you're beautiful, you're clever, you have integrity and self-esteem, not to mention a great personality. You make me want to become a better person.
Thank you, Max. But if you're going to give up your career, what are you going to do instead?
Well, there's always Paris.
What's in Paris?
Well, I was thinking you and I.
What are you saying, Max?
I'm saying, Susan, would you like to go to Paris with me?
Yes, Max, I'd love to go to Paris with you.
You know, I have a very good feeling about this.
So do I, Max. So do I.
He's the hero of the courtroom, bringing justice to them all. The master of trials always heeds his call. He's a defender of his clients. He puts it all on the line. A knight in shining armor, and it all turned out fine. So fine, so fine. He's the champion of justice, the defender of crime. He's the champion of justice, and he's always on time. He's the perfect secret weapon. Got 3 apartments and a car. He may have been lost, but found love after all. He's a protector of the weakest, the ones who think they are done. Fighting with valor and skills are matched by none. By none. He's the champion of justice, the defender of crime. He's the champion of justice, and he's always on time. He's the champion of justice, the defender of crime. He's the champion of justice, and he's always